Hello everyone, it's been a little while since I did a video, so I thought I'd better do one now after the midweek games. Just a quick one really. We'll start off with, well, let's go back in time, let's start right from the beginning. I haven't done a video since the Europa League game against Bate Borisov, either a home or the away leg. There was a lot of gnashing of teeth and, howling and whatnot about the fact that we lost the first game 1-0 out there. It wasn't a great performance, was it? But we knew we'd get the job done when we came back to the Emirates. But I think they went out there with that sort of that in their brain, and so I think that probably contributed to the performance. It was Ozil was coming back into the team. Unai's basically said that he's not been training properly or whatever. There's obviously something going on there. But so he was slowly coming back into the team, along with Rambo, who's been out with knee injuries and whatnot as well, and having signed a Juventus thing. So there was a lot of stuff going on in around that time, and that I think contributed to the loss out there. I mean, yeah, it's not great. It wasn't great, but it wasn't anything that could. I mean, if we'd lost 2 or 3-0, then we might have been worried. But a 1-0 loss, yeah, it was always a case of we'll probably score at least. We should score 2 at the Emirates, which we did. We took them back there. They probably could have got a couple of goals, to be fair, but they didn't. And we sort of turned the screw and did what we needed to do. And I think that's all you need to do in European competitions and knockout matches. It's not about performing well, it's just about getting the job done over the 2 legs, and that's what we did. So I'm not going to beat on too much about that. So then that led us then to, with both of those legs out of the way, we then move on to the weekend, and we played Southampton at home, a good win again, doing just enough to get by, and that's what I'm sort of expecting from Unai now. This Arsenal team, people, oh man, they're going on about identity and all this sort of nonsense. We're still the same Arsenal side that we were under Arsene Wenger. There's still fragility there, there's still bits and pieces, but we're getting there, and it's all about progress. And what annoys me is you get people in the media and do podcasts like this, professional podcasters and whatnot, saying, under Arsene it would have been different, or we did this, or we did that, or whatever. We do have to stop comparing at some point, right? This is where we are now as a club. This is who we've got in charge. This is we've got on the playing field. He's still feeling his way around the Premier League, and you can't, if you're going to judge, then you're going to have to judge properly, and so some of the performances that we've had recently under Unai, probably under Arsene, would have been the same sort of performances would have been pilloried, but they're not, because they're a new manager, which I think is the right thing to do. You can't compare one with the other, because we don't know how Arsene would have approached those games. We think we do, because that's part of the problem towards the end, wasn't it? Was that he was very staid and very he was set in his ways. Unai Emery is trying different things. He's trying to get his team back together. He's trying to get his first team 11. He's going to have to do it without Ozil. I personally think that he wants Mkhitaryan in the squad instead of Ozil. And obviously without Ramsey going to be there, that's a big blow. So he's got to try and work out what he's going to do there. So it was always going to be a bit tricky. But we got the win against Southampton at home. There'll be a bit of a bogey side for us, over the last couple of years, especially under Arsene Wenger. But a 2-0 win will do for me. I went off and had my adventure up at Newcastle, which is amazing. Honestly, what a stadium. What a difference between the Emirates, crowd-wise, stadium-wise, location-wise. Honestly, if you get the chance, go and see a Newcastle game. The fans were amazing, singing all the way through the game, cheering their players on. It was such a different atmosphere to be there and be in a place where no one was digging their players out. This is a club where, in today's current climate, it's all about winning trophies and whatnot, and these guys have been starved of that for a long time, but they support their team, and that's the difference. That's what I've mentioned. I did a podcast about a live podcast, audio only one, and it was it was just so different to feel and be a part of that. I mean, I got really into it and was jumping up and down, and I didn't sing any of the songs. But what I did do was make a bit of a fool of myself in the 9 bar, which used to be called Shearers, because I was cheering Burnley on, and my friend who's a Geordie, we went there up for the 40th birthday. He's not a Geordie, he's a Newcastle supporter. He was saying to me, we need Burnley to lose this game when you're cheering their scores. But I had every right to cheer their scores, because we move on to tonight's game, Wednesday. I'll probably do another one in a more in-depth catch-up, but I'm just getting my thoughts and feelings out there. Tonight, a big win. It's Bournemouth, I know, but it's at home. But we put a statement down because Spurs lost again. We've won. If massive, tiny word, massive meaning. If we were to beat Spurs on Saturday, we go 1 point behind them. This is a team that have been touted as Premier League winners. John Cross in the mirror. He loves Pochettino. He's been going about how great Spurs are. We'll be 1 point behind if we win on Saturday. I know it's a big if. It's at their gaff. But we could do it. Be 1 point behind. If we can finish in top 4 and have a decent cup run, these are things that were held against Arsene Wenger because of his high standards. For Unai Emery coming in his first season, that is a good season. He's got us back into the top 4. Playing some decent football every now and again. He's showing some mettle and some strength with the squad. He's not saying you're definitely going to get picked, you're definitely not going to get picked. So it's all a turnaround. But if, a 5-1 win for us and a 2-0 win, 2-0 loss, Spurs Chelsea. I mean, I suppose you could say one of the better results in terms of pressure for us would have been if Chelsea lost. But I'm pleased that a draw. Sorry, but I'm pleased that Chelsea won in respect that we can hunt Tottenham down. 1 point. We win one match, we're 1 point behind title challengers, Tottenham Hotspur. They were never title challengers, were they? And this is not Arsenal versus Spurs. This is just cold light of day. Man City and Liverpool are way better than anyone else in the league. Man United are doing well under Ole, and under a decent manager, maybe him, at the beginning of the season, they'd be up there fighting as well. But they had Mourinho. They thought Mourinho was the man because they like to play defensive football, and that's for some reason what they wanted to get. He guarantees you trophies. No, he doesn't. He guarantees you 3 years of boring, crap football. Sorry for the language. It's not a great word, but yeah. It's fate. It's destiny. North London derby. His first one away from home. He won the first one at the Emirates, coming from behind, taking the lead, coming from behind, winning the game. Honestly, if you ask me now, I'd take a draw. Take a draw on Saturday all day long, right? And be 4 points behind them for the going on to the next set of fixtures. They've got a hard run of fixtures now. Take a draw. I'd snap your hand off for a draw at the moment. But the way we're playing, I think we could get a win. We shall see. I'll do a preview before the game on Friday. Keep watching your football. Loving it. Oh, this is why we do it, innit? This is what we do it for, is to get us there. We're that close. We're that close again. I can feel it. Anyway, cheers everyone.